Now in Matthew chapter 2, we scoot forward in time, actually a couple of years. Chapter 2 says, Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the reign of King Herod. About that time, some wise men from eastern lands arrived in Jerusalem asking, "Where's the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose. We've come to worship him." King Herod was deeply disturbed when he heard this, as was everyone in Jerusalem. "Where's the new King of the Jews?" They said to Herod, who before the Roman government had the title King of the Jews. He was not just King of Judea. He had the title King of the Jews. The wise men, the Magi, came asking, "Where's your replacement?" Well, you know the story how Herod called biblical interpreters and said, "Where is the Messiah? Where's the King of the Jews to be born?" And they said, "In Bethlehem." So in verse 7, Herod called for a private meeting with the wise men. He learned from them the time when the star first appeared, which by what we see later and we'll talk about tomorrow was apparently about 2 years prior. They saw a star in the constellations that caused them to understand that the King of the Jews had been born. Then he told them, "Go to Bethlehem." That's where he's born. "Search carefully for the child. When you find him, come back and tell me so that I can go and worship him too." Now the wise men went, now knowing where he was born. They asked around when they got to Bethlehem, "Was there a child born here about 2 years ago?" And there was probably more than one child, male child, who was about 2 years old. But there was one that stood out because his birth caused a stir when shepherds came from the fields shouting that they had heard angels say that the Messiah had been born. So they came in. Verse 11, they entered the house. They saw the child with his mother Mary. They bowed down and worshiped him. They opened their treasure chests. They gave him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. When it was time to leave, they returned to their own country by another route. They did not go back through Jerusalem, for God had warned them in a dream not to return to Herod. We'll continue looking at that tomorrow and see what happens next. For now, it's enough to know that these Gentile wise men came from Persia, Babylon, to worship the King of the Jews born. Already, Jesus was calling to the Gentiles that not only the Jewish Messiah had come, their Messiah had come as well.